dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. This is Darrell Henderson, the rookie third-rounder. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the third round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Bridgewater. Dumps it complete to Miller. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Bridgewater. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now it's Miller. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson flush to his right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now Griffin on first down, being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. After the sack on first down, Griffin. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic. I got it. Mike 48, Mike 48. Hey, let's get this, get this. That's it. Slam, slam.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Hey man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Check. Mike 48.
Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. He's letting this. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. This is caught. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award, always has to field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Darrell Henderson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up first and blitz coming, and down he goes. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a second and long.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. On third down, Jackson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
You ain't doing nothing today. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Play action now. Bridgewater. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now the pass brought in by Roberts. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. Roberts has it. And he's got room. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Let's go.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second and a yard, Jackson dancing to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down. Here's Jackson. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 25 on second down, Bridgewater. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
That's going to be a long day. Check.
On third down, Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hekker, on to punt for the Rams. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
Willie Snead all alone, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and it certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now, eluding the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They'll go back to Henderson on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And down he'll go at the 25. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They'll indeed go for him with Griffin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee you, he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Yeah, he's got it, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Flushed out right. Snead's got it. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson flush to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 35-yard.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bridgewater to throw it. It's caught. It's Miller. Lamar Miller, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out right at the 35. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Back. 57, Mike, 57. Hey, check. 57's the Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. It's complete. It's Miller. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw is Bridgewater. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 36. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Time's on Ringo. Edward, go forward. He's coming. We got double up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. He's got Fuller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
A 44-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Snead. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd and 4. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And an alley to run. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson flushed out right. Roberts got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Jackson now to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Seth Roberts. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5, and that will write a finish to this ball game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for L.A., they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll hit the road next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know what makes possible. They win. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frame.